Well, my grandpop was in the building game as well as my dad. My grandpop had built his own properties, 2 of his own properties, and my dad also helped with that as well as renovating his properties. So that led me to be interested in architecture, design, interior, and from then on my husband and I built our houses. We bought. My experience wasn't that great. Through buying and selling our experience, we've gained a lot of knowledge. We've had a lot of agents who have looked down on us. Not until we told them our experiences is that when they started going, oh, well actually maybe they can afford to do it. That has brought me into real estate. This is our first home we built in Salisbury North. We were 19. We were young, we got engaged. The rule was that we had to, for the parents to pay for the wedding, we had to save for a house. So we saved enough. We found it cheaper to build, and that's why we got into building. This is our second home in Virginia. The reason why we chose to build the second time, the market was quite good at the time. We finished off our property in 2.5 years and we got bored. Well, we finished this home, but we found it hard to sell this home, our first home. Then we thought, well, why not build a bigger home? We knew we were not going to live in it, make it more saleable, and then off we go. Make some more money and try again. So that's when we made a 3-year plan. We wanted to build, so that's what we did. We got the plans out, we did it, we moved on, and that's how we came to the second property. Here we stand in our current home. My husband started working away, so with that it was just me maintaining 1,200 square metre block and a monstrous house, which was amazing. But it just got a bit too much for us. It got to a year and my husband said, okay, we're ready to move. And I'm like, what about a 3-year plan? We haven't been here for at least 2.5. And he's just like, no, I'm done. Let's sell while we can again and look at building again. So that's what we did. And we got all the plans, little selections ready to go. The only problem was we found the block of land, we had a name on the land. It wasn't released. So the land wasn't released enough for us to actually build something on it because it had to be released first. And that then took about 4 months. So what happened was we fell pregnant in between, and by the time we worked out when we were going to live in this house was when the baby was going to be due, so we had to weigh it up. Do we buy an established, or do we build and hope for the best that this baby's going to have a home? So that's what we did. We decided to do established. We found this one house, bought the established, had the baby. Her name's Matilda. So we've been in there ever since now. So we're coming up to almost 3 years and ready for the next move. This is our property at Glanville where we're hoping to do something like this. This property at Glanville came up and my husband's like, why don't we do a project? So I was a bit like, oh, can we do it, can we not? And then we thought about it, worked it all out and went, well, it'll be a project. Yeah, we decided instead of buying the house down near the water, we will buy an investment. So that led us to the property developing. We bought the block of land in Glanville, 1920 home, demolished it and ready to go with 2 houses on top. It's a little bit complicated. It's hard, but it's not hard. It is manageable. It's a little bit upsetting when Matilda goes, Mummy's at work and Daddy's on an aeroplane because my husband works away. I've now got to the point of saying, Matilda, Mummy has to go to work to earn some money for you to get your present. So now she goes around, instead of saying, Mummy's at work, she goes, Mummy's at work earning money to buy me presents. I still have that time with her and then I go off. It all works really well. Due to our previous experiences starting out in real estate and being on the other side as the potential buyer and developer's point of view, I could see what was missing. Everybody's unique and in their own experiences, and I believe they need to be heard.